Hi, I'm Gabby.
I'm Meg.
We're your hosts.
Thank you for listening to the Softy Podcast.
Welcome to the Softy Podcast. I'm here today with Meg.
And I'm here with Gabby.
And I'm so excited.
I cannot not believe we're doing this. I feel like we've lightly floated this idea for so long. And then a few weeks ago, you were like, why aren't we doing this? We need to get our asses in a studio and get this going.
Yeah, it was like a running joke for a really long time that, we should do a podcast together. And we've done a podcast together before. True. But I don't know, it just feels right. I feel like we've became friends over the years of me being a client to now we have a friendship. And we have a lot in common, but we also are polar opposites.
We're very different people, but with similar experiences, yeah.
Yeah, and so I feel like we give a good mix, and sometimes we can bounce perspectives off of each other. So I feel like we have a lot to offer, individually, but also together. So I'm really excited.
I am too. I think this is going to be really fun.
Yeah.
So I found you on TikTok, I want to say maybe in 2021, and it's 2025 now. You came across my For You page in an RV or a camper. You swung the door open and you go, "Welcome to my crib," or I don't know, what did you say in the beginning of that video?
Howdy, camper neighbor.
You had a kid barfing. Zelma was on you. It was just a mess. And I was like, follow, subscribe. I loved the energy that you have and that you had in that video. And that's how I found you. But the way that you came to sit in my chair, I thought was kind of funny. Do you remember how it happened?
No, and that's what I whenever I was going over our cliff notes for this last night, I was like, I genuinely don't know how I found you on TikTok, but I do remember how what brought me into a salon was, yeah.
I don't know if you followed me before I did. You followed me before I did your hair.
Because I'm the one who reached out to you to do my hair.
Yes, but it was because, Gabby had this friend who did her hair literally in a bathroom. Gabby was sitting on a toilet with this person bleaching your hair. Gabby had a side part that was in Timbuktu by your ear. And she did split hair with a side part that was not even a straight line. Oh my God.
I was trying to bleach my whole head, actually. We just did not
Did you run out of bleach?
Yeah.
I believe it.
We bought 3 packs. I only covered my bang.
I'm sure that I used an entire bag of bleach when I did your hair the first time. So all these people are tagging me in this Gabby Egan girl's video, and I'm like, who is this girl? You looked like you were 14 in the video too, because you had your braces and everything too, and your little baby face. I mean, you were not even 21 yet.
I might have been 21.
Barely.
2021, I was 21.
Okay, barely. Little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I have changed a lot as a human being overall since that. I look at videos and pictures of me from back then, and I'm like, who even is that?
Don't you feel like you look like a baby in them, though?
Yeah, and I also feel like it's the side part. If I would have never met
you. You're welcome. Honestly.
If you would have never, it took retraining to get this middle part. You have no idea. I was intimidated by you. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but, for the first year.
No, Gabby, you being intimidated by me is great.
No, I swear for the first year that you did my hair, I was pretty sure that you didn't like me. I swear, because I knew that we were cool and stuff, and I knew that we had a social media, but we weren't really close for the first.
No. She'd come in and be like, "Is it okay if can we do a transition?"
Yeah,
I have a few TikToks saved. Is that okay?
But I genuinely think that was because of the choices that I was making in my life. That was making just me insecure as a human being overall. And so I would come in and be high as fuck during our appointment. You know what I mean? And be like, yeah, dude. I had 4 margaritas, and you're like, oh, I can't drink like that. My stomach hurts, and I'm over here I am trauma dumping on the wrong
that
girl.
appointment traumatized you. I forgot about
Dude, no, genuinely, some of the things that you just say, I would be like, am I living my life, so wrong right now? And I was, obviously, 2 trips to jail later, all of that. But, my mugshots hung up in the salon. Clients actively are asking,
It's so funny. I love it.
Who is this girl on the back door?
And I love it. My station's in the front, and the break room's, way in the back. And I can still see, the way the mirrors are boo-bopping off of each other. I can see Gabby's mugshot from my mirror. And so every once in a while, I'll have a client go, do I see a mugshot? Where is that? Who is that?
Client of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's me. But... Yeah, it's just crazy the journey that life has taken us. Like, I definitely think that we've gotten closer, like, since you've had Dottie and, like, since you've gotten pregnant and stuff. I mean, we've always been cool, but it's just weird how it's developed.
Yeah, no, definitely when I became a mom, I, like, I feel like I started reaching out to you more, too. Like, I thought about you so much while I was pregnant that, like, you had done it 2 times while you were a teenager. Like, that's so rough. We can get into that later, but I feel like when our, like, relationship pivoted was really when we went through our friend breakups a few years ago. That was almost 3 years ago now.
I know. That was, like, after the first year of, like, roughness for me, like, where I was like, okay, maybe she doesn't hate me because we are, like, kind of one and the same.
Yeah,
but...
you sat me down after an appointment and were like, no, you need to, like, do this. Like, we need to be good for ourselves. Like, we were both going through something really similar, and, like, I don't know, I feel like that brought us together, and, like, we could be more relaxed when we were around each other.
Yeah,
because we had gone through something.
Yeah, and it was very, like, similar at the same time. We both, like, had major life pivots with, like, friendships in our life, and I think that, like, since that day, you have just became more and more of, like, a bitch, and I love it because, like, you were such a nice person, and I've, like, watched you, like, just be, like, such a pushover. Not a pushover,
No,
but, like,
I know, or was. I'm doing better.
But I mean, same for me, though.
Recovering pushover.
I feel like our boundaries are, like, so solid right now. Like, we're really, like, in our peaceful era, and, like, that's also, like, brought us together because we can just, like,
we're lonely together now.
Yeah, we can hit each other up and be like, everybody kind of sucks, huh? And we're like, yeah, you know. But yeah.
No, it's so nuts because I feel like we're both portrayed we portray ourselves online, not, like, different from the person that we truly are, but, like, we're a little bit different in real life, I feel like, and that's why I'm excited to do this podcast, because I feel like you look kind of hard on the internet, and you are a little crybaby bitch.
I know, when I saw that in your podcast notes, that, like, you're this person online, and then, like, you're a crybaby in real life, I said, a crybaby?
You are!
Okay, yeah. I am.
You
I'm
tear
a
up
softie.
so easily. Yeah, a softie.
I know.
And I feel like I look more like a softie online, and I've gotten harder through the years.
Yeah. I definitely, I could see that. I mean, I feel like a lot of people meet me in person, and I'm the same person that they've met online. But then people have met me and be like, oh my God, I thought you were going to be so mean. I thought you were going to be this. And I'm like, no, girl. Like, I'm a pretty decent.
No, you're, like, one of the kindest, like, most thoughtful people I've ever met in my life. And I feel like you're really in touch with your emotions.
Yeah.
But that's not entertaining. So you post those silly, like, stuff on TikTok.
Like, one time. Okay, fine.
A day.
Yeah. I mean,
I was on your what's the Finsta version of TikTok? Your backup account last night. And I'm like, oh, she's funny on here.
I know. Like, I post very unhinged stuff. I think
and your Instagram story.
Yeah, I've had to chill out on that. Like, I'm trying to, like, rebrand myself, you know, like, as not so much of an unhinged person. I'm trying to be more brand safe. It's been working out for me pretty good. trying to get back on track. I lost a lot of brand deals last year. So yeah, I'm trying to get my life back together. But no, I feel like, yeah, I think that one of the things that makes me scary to a lot of people is that I just am very, like, how I feel. Like, I'm very in touch with my emotions, and I'll tell you exactly how I feel.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to question what you're thinking.
Unfortunately, it comes out.
No, I like it. I'm a are you mad at me person, like, anxious, and I never need to worry. You would tell me if you were mad at me or if anything. Like, if you were uncomfortable, if you didn't like something, I would know.
Yeah.
But it makes me feel safe that I can do that with you too.
Yeah, I feel like that you're pretty...
No, not normally. But with you, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we're solid. We're good.
We are. We're good people, you know?
Yeah. When did you, like, get a following on TikTok?
2020.
When did you start on there?
2020.
Oh, damn. Mm-hmm. When did you have Zelma?
2019.
Okay, so she was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of stuff did you start posting when like, you got interested in content creation?
Honestly, so I started posting, like, through COVID. I feel like that's everybody's story. Yeah. It was through COVID. And before that, when I was in the Army and I was active duty, I posted, like, a few videos here and there of, like...
What years? Like, when were you in the Army?
2017 to 2019.
So when you left the Army when you got pregnant with Zelma?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was, like, 20 weeks when I got out.
I did not realize that you were pregnant in the Army.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those first 20 weeks are hard.
Yeah, it was kind of like annoying because they have like pregnancy PT and stuff, so you still have to like wake up. It's just like modified. But it wasn't as bad. Like, I knew that I was getting out, so I knew I had an expiration date on it. But if I would have had to have her in the Army and then like go back to work right after my like leave was up, then I would have definitely, like my maternity leave, I definitely would have had a mental breakdown.
I did not know that. Like, did you get sick with Zama?
A little bit. I was pretty sick in the beginning, for sure.
Like,
but
I don't really know what the Army was like every single day. Every time you talk about it, I feel like I'm like, you're not making any sense to me.
It was pretty chill.
Okay, because I'm like, knowing how I felt when I was pregnant with Dottie, I would have died if I.
Well, yeah, I mean,
like, I was unwell my first trimester. I would not have been an Army girl.
Yeah, like, I was not having the best time, but I think that the reason I got through it the way that I did was just because I knew that there was an expiration date on it, and I knew that I was getting out. So, because you can choose to take the chapter, like, you can choose to stay in. I didn't have to get out. But I had already, when I joined the Army, my whole goal was, like, I need to make a life for me and my son. Like, I'm trying to better myself. And then I became a mechanic, and I had the worst hours out of everybody. So, like, I'm getting off of work when he's going to bed, and, like, I'm getting called on all these field details because I was part of an artillery unit. And, like...
What does that mean?
Like, boom, big boom, boom. Like, we're blowing shit up, you know? So...
Thank you.
Yeah.
Big boom.
Yeah, like, you know, artillery. So
no, I didn't.
I was like attached to an artillery unit. So we're like always going to the field, always going to the range. Like, I'm always working overtime. I'm always doing vehicle recoveries, and like, so I'm like, I joined the Army so that I could make a better life, and now I'm missing out on even more time with my son. And I just...
How old was Jalen then?
He was 3 when I joined, and it's like 4 or 5. I got out when he was 5. So
and how far away from home were you?
Like 15 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So you got to like see Jalen.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I got to go home anytime I wanted if I was not, you know, at work
Working.
or like pulling CQ or whatever.
What's CQ?
Like where you have to like sit and like do guard, and, you know, it's more like the Army is more than just like showing up and going to work every day. That's the majority of it. But then also they can be like, oh, we're going to the field for 15 days on the 11th. So.
And then you're like camping.
And then
not camping.
Yeah, pretty much.
But like kind of camping.
And you have to like make sure that you have childcare lined up for those 15 days, point blank period.
Damn, I could ask you 100 questions about the Army. Like,
yeah.
How do people just do that? Like people that don't have their parents like you did.
Well,
like,
people get kicked out.
That's wild.
Yeah. Like, you have to have a family care plan or else you cannot be active duty. And like, if your family care plan starts to become a problem, you can get chaptered out for it. So, yeah, I mean, like, we could go on.
Yeah, because I just don't understand. And I don't know many people that have, like, but I think you're the only person I know that's been in the Army. Like, I whatever. I could ask 100 questions. So what kind of content did you start posting when you started posting?
I would just, like, post, like, stupid voiceovers like I do on my backup account, you know, like Rick and Morty things, or, like, voiceovers to songs, or, like, you know, 21 Savage, whatever. And then 2020...
Like, you were dancing and stuff? Like,
yeah.
Kind of like the old Mama Carl's videos?
Kind of, you know, just being stupid and silly.
Yeah.
And it was never supposed to be, like, anything big. And
you didn't have intention of growing. You were just shitposting.
Yeah. And I feel like I always did that on my Instagram. Like, even whenever I was younger, I used my Instagram, like, as I was a celebrity. Like, I had such a pop-in Instagram. Like, even though I only had, like, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 followers.
Well, that's a lot, though. Like,
yeah. Like, I still, like, was updating everything, what I was eating, what I was doing, what beef I was in of the day, who I was beefing with.
I love that. Were you big on Snapchat with that kind of stuff?
Yeah, of course.
I love it.
Yeah, Cody made me delete my Snapchat because, like, my Snapchat memories were insane. Like,
I'd pay to see that.
I know. I wish I still had it sometimes now to, like, reflect back on, but, like, Cody was like, you need to get rid of that because,
like, you're a mother.
Yeah, you're a mother. And honestly, thinking back to, like, some of the stuff that was in there was like, whoa, I'm glad it doesn't exist, honestly.
Can we relog in?
I know. No, it's, like, deleted.
Deactivated.
Like, I've tried to relog in, like, recovery. Like, maybe I should.
He's like, we need to wipe the internet of this. Like, you cannot get canceled.
Yeah, honestly, this was before even TikTok, though. He just was pissed off at what he's seen in there. He was like, you're done. So,
Ooh,
but
dirty.
honestly, yeah, like, I'm glad now that it doesn't exist, because if any of that stuff were to ever get out, I would probably, like, where's the nearest bridge, you know?
No, girl, that's nuts.
I'm just kidding.
Well, like, yeah, I know.
When did you start posting on TikTok?
And during 2020, during shutdowns. So I had just we had just opened our salon October 2019, and so I was 23 and broke after renovating a salon with honestly a guy I had just met off Tinder. Like we hadn't even been together for 2 years. And we had just gotten our house too. Like I don't know what I was thinking. I got out of a bad relationship and jumped right into Brandon, and I don't like that's crazy to me that we opened up a salon that quickly when I think back on it. Like I'd be so concerned if I was my own friend. So we had just gotten into our house in February 2020 and then had shutdowns. I was like, oh shit, like I have no money and I don't know when I'm going to be able to work again with COVID. So I started posting a bunch in wigs. I was coloring wigs in my basement and selling them on Instagram, but TikTok was starting to like do well, so I was making funny like almost skits in my wigs, like with like funny sounds that I was finding. They are so cringy when I look back on them.
I'm scrolling all the way back tonight. Yeah, 100%.
It's so bad. I was kind of working with a color brand called Paul Bryant. I had started with them in 2019. It wasn't like a regularly like paid thing. Like I wasn't getting books from it, but I was like posting a lot of content with them, and I don't remember when I think I started like gaining traction on TikTok when I started posting like clothing hauls, and like I did a lot of like what I wore to the salon as a plus size hairstylist videos once the salon opened back up. And when I would do hauls, I would say I'm a size 16, I'm 5'4", and this is what or what did I say?
Those used to
my
eat down.
natural body.
Yeah. No, those still, I wish you still did those. Those eat down. I love your clothing hauls.
Well, now I get shit whenever I post my clothes. It's either like, it's fast fashion, or that's too expensive. I'm not buying that. No, you can't make anybody happy with the clothes that you buy.
We are not here to make people happy.
Then it's annoying. I know.
Like, the hate comments are what is good.
I know.
Like, you need to start looking at that.
I've been better.
Yeah.
I've been better.
When you see a hate comment, you should genuinely be like, oh my gosh. That's what I do.
I almost sent you a post I made on Instagram the other day. I was getting hate because I used ChatGPT and I left all the comments. And I was like, Gabby would be proud.
You didn't see me get tore up for that on Facebook?
No, I don't look on Facebook. She has me starting to post all my stuff on Facebook because I've been so scared of it for years, and so I just do not look on there anymore.
Dude,
I hand you my phone.
I used ChatGPT for a caption, and I posted it on Facebook. It was so obvious, and people were like, "Really? Like you're one of those people using ChatGPT?" Like, and I was like, honestly, I created the words. Chat just made it sound better.
Every single ad that I post is it's ChatGPT.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I don't really use it that much for captions. Like when we used it for like podcast stuff and like that was like the most I've ever used chat.
Oh no, I be using it, and I didn't realize I did some research because I was confused at how chat is so bad. Did you know watching 1 minute of YouTube is equivalent to ChatGPT, like generating an image for you? Like people are saying that is what is so bad. Is
what?
ChatGPT generating images is what is so bad for the environment. Like that's what makes a server so hot and they have to use so much water to cool it down. It is just as bad for the environment to watch 1 minute of YouTube apparently.
Wait, I didn't know that watching videos was bad for the environment. Huh? Mm-hmm. Is that why they call it, like, whenever you do Bitcoin, fishing or farming?
Oh, my God. I got scammed with Bitcoin once. $900.
Meg.
I know. I was 21 when it happened.
You had no business, you know? Like, you, out of all people, had no business.
No, it's an embarrassing story. I'll have to tell you another time. I hate... Whenever I get a new CPA, I, like, have to confess what happened to me.
So, like, yeah.
Yeah, because they ask you about Bitcoin.
And you're like, I'm not interested.
Well, no, they ask if you've ever used it or, like, done, what is it called? Like, that kind cryptocurrency.
Girl, I don't know. Because I don't, yeah.
Whatever.
Stocks are one thing. Bitcoin's another.
I have stocks now.
I don't. You're more adult than me.
Well, I did it once and forgot. I don't like.
Who do you have?
I did it through Fidelity.
Oh, but like, what are your stocks in?
Oh, I don't know. I handed
you just
my laptop to a person and they did it.
Oh, I got you. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah, I went. I don't understand this. This is not. I'm not going to pick this.
Wait. So what was your pivotal point like on social media where you were like, oh, I'm making money. Like, I'm doing this. Like, this is something that I can do. Like, this is something I have a passion for.
So I have always like been trying to like gain traction. Like, being a hairstylist, I feel like you have to use social media to like find clients. And so when I was in high school, I knew I wanted to go to hair school. I thought that I was going to be like a bridal and formal stylist, which is so funny because nope, I hate doing that now. So I made an account, Beauty by Meg, and I posted like all the girls I went to church with in high school with or whatever, like updos and makeup and stuff that I would do for them for formals and prom and stuff. And so I already had that when I went into hair school. And then when I started in a salon, that's like how I was gaining my clientele. And so, I mean, we were just talking about like 2,000 or 3,000 followers. Like, that was still a lot then. I think I had around 2,000 followers when I met Brandon in 2018. And my Instagram took off first. I ended up losing my Instagram a couple years later. I think I had like 45K when I lost my Instagram, and so I started putting all my energy into TikTok. But it was always hair content for the longest time until I met you, and you like have been encouraging to me to post more like lifestyle stuff, which is when I like I don't know if took off is the word, like, but when I gained more traction and had more like interaction is when I switched to doing more lifestyle content. Or like, I'm super inspired by our buddy Allie Nicole, like the way that she like does both of them together. Like, I've been really inspired by that. But it was always hair content that like got me to where I am like now. Even now still, that's like what gets the best traction for me typically. My like good morning or my like morning routine videos where I'm like getting ready at home and then I'm going into the salon. Like the two together is what I feel like got me, and especially when I was pregnant.
Yeah, I feel like you have a niche, but also, like, you know, you dabbling into lifestyle, like, your niche is hair, right? But then, like, now you're kind of, like, you've became, like, a human on there, too, you know? Like, you share your life and stuff, and I feel like that's really cool, because that's what I've always wanted to see is, like, whenever you're like, I don't know what to post, I'm like, your life. I want to see what you're doing, like, when you leave the salon. Like, what are you eating? What are you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? And so that's been really cool to see. For me, though, like, I don't even know. Like, my blow-up video was, like, me speaking in a Russian accent.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was, like, my baby drinks vodka.
You're lying.
No, like, for real. Like, that was, like, the first video that ever went viral for me.
Oh, viral video. God, mine was not fitting on rides at Kings Island.
Stop. I know every time you bring this up, I still have not seen this video. I need to go searching for it.
I think I muted it or like.
Okay, because Brandon, he had brought it up the other day when we were talking about something. Oh, it was talking about me.
Because he said that my video got on Twitter.
Yeah.
He never told me about it until a few weeks ago.
I never saw that video. I feel like it's always the videos that you least expect it to blow up that just like pop smoke, and you're just like, dude.
Oh,
like,
I was unwell.
I wish that we would have been friends when that happened.
I think we were.
I don't think so, because I would have seen that video.
Yeah, all my friends, the first ride we went to was Drop Zone or Drop Tower or whatever it's called now, and they couldn't pull the thing down on me, and so all my friends were on it, and I like recorded everybody going up while I was on the ground. And I had some words on it, I don't remember what it said, but oh God, it was really bad, the comments, like things got really bad really fast. I was unwell for like a couple months from it. I think that's the saddest I ever been. I remember like Brandon holding me that night. I was so upset.
To be fair, I can barely fit in the rides, and neither can Cody. Cody literally got like stuck in a ride and was like freaking out, like trying to get. It was I think it was Mystic Timbers, like where you have to get in the little wooden ones and like pull that thing.
I like
over
don't
top
remember
of you.
what any of the names are. I like remember when they were owned by Paramount, like those are the names for the rides you like weren't born yet.
Yeah, I feel like those rides are like designed for children.
Yeah.
To fit on.
No, Disney could never.
I haven't, like I said, I haven't been to Disney in a decade. And next time
I would
you
love
go,
to go to Disney with you.
Yeah, next time you go,
I would
have
love that.
to go with you.
Like, I have chills thinking about it. I'm a Disney World adult. Not Disney adult. Disney World.
What does that mean? What's the difference?
Like, I'm not, like, at home watching, like, Disney Plus. And, like, I'm not, like...
Okay.
I don't, like, have a Disney tattoo.
I'm a Disney home adult.
Yeah.
My kids be all up in that Disney
No, I
shit.
can't wait for Dottie to be like, Mommy, can we watch Rapunzel? Can we watch Tangled? I cannot wait. Frozen? Yes.
Me, I'm like, turn it off. There's too many of y'all. I'm over it.
Oh my God. No, I love it. But I love Disney World. It is so much fun. That could be a whole episode too. I love
a whole episode about Disney?
Yeah, like, no, Disney World. It's different.
Oh, okay. I've only been like one time 10 years ago.
No, it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Let's do an episode after I go back. How about that?
Oh my God. Please. Okay, I want to like bring it way back. I want to hear about like your childhood, like how you grew up and like, I mean, you got pregnant at how old? Like, I want to hear about
how
this.
old I was when I got pregnant.
Okay, you were 13 when you had it, but were you 12 when you got pregnant?
No.
13 when you got pregnant,
Yes.
14 when you had him.
12 is crazy, Meg.
I don't know.
First of all, that's that video you're thinking from Maury, where she's like, my name's Gabby, I'm 12 years old, and I'm pregnant as fuck. That was not me.
How would I not know that was you?
A lot of people think that was me. That was not me. She looks nothing like me.
To be fair, I've never seen the video. I've only heard the audio.
Really?
So it could be you.
No, it's not. I was 13 when I got pregnant with Jalen, and growing up, like, I feel like we've talked about like our similarities in growing up. I grew up in a Southern Baptist in a Southern Baptist church. And I was really involved in the church like my whole life. My dad was a college professor and a college basketball coach. He played professionally before having me. My parents didn't have me until they were 40. My mom was a hairstylist for 20 years and she became a realtor. So I grew up in a very like normal life setting. I was an only child. And I feel like my parents were always super wrapped up in their careers, which is like to be expected just because they were already like so established in their life. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's different than having a kid young and like they were already so established and like chasing their own dreams and goals at that time. So I just feel like I had way too much time to myself and way too much free time, which just landed me in trouble. And I met my son's dad when I think I might have been 12 when I first met him, but we didn't.
Maybe that's where I got the number.
Yeah, I think maybe I was 12 when I first met him, and then when I was 13, I ended up getting pregnant with Jalen.
Wild, like 12, you're in like the 6th grade, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you a bad kid?
Kind of. Yeah, like looking back, like looking at my kids now, I'm like, dude, I was a bad kid. Me and Cody reflect on it all the time. We're like,
was he bad too?
He was so bad. Like we both were terrible.
I was so good. I was so scared of my mom.
Really?
I was really good, and God can see everything, so I
Shut
was good.
Like, okay, I like.
Like I get sweaty just thinking about getting in trouble. I don't like authority like that. Like,
yeah, I guess for me, like I just figured my parents would never find out about a lot of the stuff that I did, just because
my mom would find out everything.
Well, you had super involved parents, right? Like I feel like my parents were like kind of checked out of me, but like not in a bad way of like they didn't love me. They just were kind of checked out because they were so busy in like their own lives.
No, my mom was looking for it. Like I like grew up in babysitters' houses and like daycare and stuff. Like my mom worked full time and my dad traveled full time. He was only home on Saturdays. So like I kind of got raised with a single mom almost. So we were alone a lot, but she found out everything. She knew she must have been a bad kid because she was looking for everything.
That's how I am with my kids.
Oh my God. If I would have had an iPhone back then, like where she could have like she did something online where there was like a leash around our house. Like if I like walked the dog, she'd get alerted. Like if I left the house with my little Juke phone, you're not old enough to remember a Juke.
I've heard of them. They're like where you can only call certain people.
No, that was a Firefly.
Okay.
Juke like looked. It was like. It almost was like a little like candy bar and it like flipped in a funny way. It doesn't matter. But no, my mom, she made me send pictures of everywhere that I was. Like I was not allowed to sleep over at people's houses. I was not allowed to leave the house. Like I was at church and Girl Scouts.
Very different. Like I was at church and like at the church camps and like doing all that stuff. But then like at home, my parents were very much so occupied. So like they weren't checking to like make sure, which is very polar opposite from how I am as a parent. Like, I'm in your phone, even if you don't think I'm in your phone. I'm looking at the deleted text messages. I'm looking at the Safari history. I'm going on T-Mobile to see if you deleted anything on our, like,
You can do that?
yeah. Just because I know what kids can get into, and, like, but it's so crazy because, like, my kids are, like, angels.
No, they are. When they FaceTime you, it, like, makes me tear up. Like, it's so sweet. They just call you and, like, want to chat, and, like, before you even, they're not saying I love you too, like they would, but they're like, I love you, mommy. Like, even Jalen. Like,
yeah. I have a good relationship with my kids
so good.
What is it? Contrary to popular belief. Like,
no, and your babies love you.
Yeah. I mean,
mommy, can I have a popsicle? Is it okay? Like, Colin, like, that was so cute.
when they were unloading the groceries for me, I'm like, groceries off the steps. They're
mommy,
really
I
good
love
kids.
you. Thank you for our food. They were so nice.
Yeah, they are. They're good kids. And I mean, like, I don't really have to I have to discipline them, but I don't really have to discipline my kids because they're just, like, good, which is crazy.
And they have a conscience. When you have been like, hey, we're not acting like that or whatever, they're like, yes, mommy, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than Zelma, she could give a shit less. Like, Zelma's my payback for sure. Like, I'm worried about her. She's about the only one I'm really actually truly worried about.
Sweet little Zelly.
Dude, the other day, she came home from school, and she was just being so bad. She was just being so, like, not listening to anything that I said, just ignoring me. And I was like, why can't you listen to me like you listen to your teachers at school? You're so good at school. Why can't you listen? She said, Mommy, I can't do both.
So real?
I was like, what?
Like, honestly real, and so something you would say.
I was like, you know.
Did you tell your dad that she said that?
No, I honestly kind of forgot about it because I blacked out after that, and I was like, dude, I truly.
Mommy, I cannot do both.
She said, I can't do both. So, and I was like, okay, well, then keep being good at school because your poor teachers, you know, they already deal with enough.
The nuns, right?
Not anymore.
Aw.
She left the nun school. They don't have any active nuns at this school.
Is she sad about it? I feel like she loved them.
Yeah, there's only not that many nuns left, you guys. I didn't realize that nunnery. Sisterhood.
Isn't
I'm
that
not
what it's called?
Catholic. I'm Christian. I don't know. I'm not Catholic.
I've just seen it in the movies. I think it's a sisterhood, right?
Yeah, the sisters. They're sisters for sure. They're not called nuns. I don't know. I should have never started that.
What?
I don't think they're nuns, but you call them sisters.
Yeah, like Sister Gabby.
We're over here, like, we were traumatized from religion. I've started to find my way back to God. My kids go to religious schools. Meg is, like, still, like, Antichrist.
No, I am not.
Kind of.
No. You got me all twisted. First of all, I'm too scared of hell to even think about anything.
Really?
Yes. Oh my God, yes. I'm, like, scared to watch scary movies sometimes because I'm afraid it's going to invite a demon into my life.
Oh, you're down bad.
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't
you
know
have
that.
it twisted. Yeah.
Really? I just feel
Yeah.
like anytime I say anything about God, you just kind of, like, side-eye me a little bit.
No. Oh my God,
Okay.
you got it twisted. No. No, I promise.
So would you identify yourself as, like, religious?
I don't know if, like, religious, I guess that word scares me. Like I can't imagine. This got so deep quickly. I'm, like, sweaty. Like, I don't know if you're going to, like, catch me in a church unless I'm, like, with Brandon's family in the South.
You wouldn't catch me in a church even if I was with my
Yeah,
family.
like, I think I would be stared at so hard and I wouldn't be able to handle that. Like, it would trigger me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my therapist, Katie, would say that I need to heal inner teenage Meg for that one.
Same.
But no, like, I don't think the God that I was raised on is the God that's in my heart. That's
Absolutely.
how I feel. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like sorry if this got deep quick. I realized I just I just called you the Antichrist.
Yeah, I'm like, no. I'm like scared to watch a horror movie where there's ghosts.
I guess for me, I just know that we were raised the same way, and like the way that I looked at religion and like God for such a long time was with just so much like anger. And so whenever I bring up God now, because like in the past year, I feel like I've created my own relationship with God where it's like, I don't even know how we got here.
You brought us here. I'm literally gripping the chair.
I know, me too. But you're making me nervous. Like, my pits are sweating. But, like, my relationship with God now is, like, a personal one. And I've never, like, I don't ever want to get back into the church. But I don't know. I don't know how we got here. But, yeah, like, where were we at?
I don't know. You steered that shit, baby. Call me the Antichrist. No. I asked you how you got pregnant at 13 and you started talking about Jesus. Damn.
Wait. So, like, with your childhood, let's get back to you. With your childhood, like, after, you know, you were raised similar to me in that aspect. Like, when did you start, like, finding, like, yourself, you feel like, after? Because I feel like I was, like, kind of sheltered in a way. Like, when did you find, like, who you are?
Oh, yeah, I was super sheltered. Like, I didn't know that there was music outside of church, like, church music, till I was probably, like, when you got pregnant. Like, I was very sheltered. I was in Girl Scouts when I got into high school. I did peer counseling. I was in church 3 or 4 days a week. I, like, led worship at church. I, like, led small group for kids. I did the worship for kids. Like, if I wasn't at home, I was at church. I was always game of distraction for myself. I grew up with an alcoholic parent, and so I just was never at home. Like, I made sure that I was never at home because I didn't feel, like, safe there. Like, I felt really unhappy whenever I was at home. So I always had a lot of jobs or, like, a lot of extracurriculars and stuff, and, like, so I wasn't home. And I feel like I didn't start, like, really finding myself because I was just running away from everything until I was in my early 20s. That the girl that I'm no longer friends with, I actually, like, feel like she really helped me come out of my shell and, like, find who I am, and, like, allowed me, like, the space to figure out who I was. And working in a salon really helped me too. Like, I feel like when I started shedding some of the things I was raised on, like, being, like, I had never been around, like, gay people or trans people, like, being in a salon, that happened quickly. I feel like that's when I started to, like, question the way that I was raised, because I think that to know someone is to love someone. Like, I can't imagine being around anybody and, like, feeling hate towards them unless they are hateful people themselves, and I still wouldn't find hate in my heart for those people. I don't know, that's when I started questioning things and kind of, like, trying to find who I was instead of who I was told to be my whole life.
Yeah. So your parents were very by the book then. Because, like, my dad was, like, and same with my mom, like, I don't ever remember a time where, like, my parents ever, like, were like, oh, they're gay, or, like, that's a sin, or, like, that's bad, or,
yeah, no, it was really, not okay at all.
Yeah, because I feel like even my childhood best friend was trans. So it's, like, very different, and it was never even, like, brought up as, like, an issue, or, like, my parents were very accepting. I feel like I was raised in, like, a very loving, we love everybody type of household.
No, we were love the sinner, hate the sin. Like,
love
them too much to leave them that way.
That's how our church was, but my parents were just, like, I feel like my parents are really, really good people, and, you know,
I don't talk to my parents anymore.
Yeah, that's also, like, something that's very different about us. Like, I have a really good relationship with both my parents, and, like, yours are not even.
Yeah, I'm left on red.
That's a different episode. If ever one.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't feel like I started to find myself, honestly, until, like, genuinely this year. Like, that, like.
You think so?
Yeah. I definitely think, like, for me, this is the most, like, aware and, like, present I've ever been this past year.
Yeah, like, I feel like you, like, you've been exploring, like, trying to find yourself all these years, and I feel like since you got sober, like, as an outsider, like, you feel more confident in who you are now. Yeah. Like, you're not trying, there's no, like, facade, like, you don't have, like, I don't know, you're the same person on the inside and the outside the last, like, year, I feel like, being your friend.
Yeah, and, like, before, I feel like I was, like, myself, like, I feel like I was myself, and I was, but, like, now I can just finally, like, feel like myself. Like, I'm, like, happy, I'm comfortable, I'm at peace, I'm, like, whatever. And the past, like, however long, I feel like probably since I was 13, like, and I had Jalen just, like, in survival mode and, like, just trying to, like, be whatever.
Like, I get chills, like, thinking about how you probably felt that young. Like, I really, like, I know I've told you, but I don't think I've, like, really told you how much I thought about you while I was pregnant. Like, thought about little Gabby. Because, like, being pregnant's hard, even if it's really good. It makes me want to cry. Like,
yeah.
I cannot imagine what you went through at 13, like being pregnant with him, being postpartum at that young of an age, and going through having a C-section. Like, that is so terrifying, going through a C-section. Like, and you did it. Like, you've been through a whole lot.
Yeah, when there was recently, like, a case around here in Erlanger, like, close to where I live, where a couple, they were 15, they got into a fight, and the boy shot the girlfriend. And, like, I've talked to the mom. She's came into the store. Like, I've talked to her.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, it just takes me back to when you were pregnant with Jalen, and me and my son's dad, like, he left me when I was pregnant, and, like, he didn't talk to me anymore. He blocked me on everything, like, and I just remember, like, I have never felt, I feel like that broke my heart so much that, like, I've never in my life felt pain like that. Like, then being pregnant, being so young, losing friendships, like, being pulled out of school so that I can have this baby. Like, I lost, like, everything. I lost myself in that moment. And I, like, I had, like, this chair in my room, and I was, like, throwing it in my house. Like, I'm, like, 30 weeks pregnant at this point. Like, just, like, throwing this chair.
And a little girl. Like, you were a little girl.
Yeah. Like, throwing my phone. My phone's broken now. Like, I don't have a phone. Like, just absolutely, like, wigging out. I'm 13 years old, like, pregnant. And my mom was like, I thought that you were going to end up killing yourself. Like, I genuinely, like, would go to bed every single night, like, thinking, like, there's something, like, you're going to do something to hurt yourself. Like, because
I probably would have slept in bed with you if I was your mom. I would have been scared just like her.
But I was, like, in such, like, I didn't want anyone to be near me. Like, I just was it was such a scary place. And, like, I feel like that's why I've blacked out of a lot of that. And I never dealt with any of it. Like, after I had Jalen, I felt a lot better. Me and his dad still didn't work out. We tried it again. He came back right before I, had him and stuff. But, like, all of that trauma that I had when I was a kid, it was very much so disregarded because I had to, like, now I have a baby. Now I have to finish school.
Yeah, you're on the back burner.
Yeah, I have to, do all of these things. And there's so much trauma around that still to this day that, like, I'm processing. And I think that even my dad is processing because he's made comments recently like, I didn't know how to be your dad anymore after that. It was like, you were a mom now. And I harbor resentment to my parents still over, like, I wasn't your kid anymore after that, and I was 13. I couldn't imagine if one of my kids had a kid at 13, like, just stopping being their parent and assuming that they're okay to take care of themselves and all this stuff and all the pressure that was put on me. But it's like, how can I judge them? Like, it's just...
How did they deal with, like, I know that you weren't really, like, super welcome at church after getting pregnant. Like, how did the congregation, like, act towards them?
They just gave them, like, a pity party. They just gave them a pity party. They just, like...
Like, they felt bad for your parents?
We're so sorry you're dealing with this. Like, how embarrassing, pretty much. And my youth pastor, I've talked about this on TikTok before, but my youth pastor was the first person that I saw in the hospital after having my son.
In a good way?
No. In a way of, like, trying to get me to give my baby up for adoption.
What?
Never talked to my parents. Never told my parents that he was coming.
Wait, that was the person who came and was trying to take Jalen and...
No, that was a social worker that did that. But, like,
he
was trying to convince me that I should give my baby to the church. I think that there was a family that thought that they could try to get my baby from me or something. Some sicko. And they never talked to my parents about it. My parents were pissed. And because my parents were like, if anybody's going to adopt this kid, if you didn't want it, it's going to be us. Yeah. We want him. So it was like this whole thing. And the church was just weird after that. Never really went back. Obviously, nobody wanted their kids around, someone who just had a baby at 13. And I'm sinning bad. So, yeah, it was just like, I feel like it took me, over a decade, almost 12 years to even, like, remotely understand, like, who I am as a person. And unfortunately, like, my son, even though I am a good mom and, like, I feel like I've done...
good mom.
Yeah, I feel like I've done my best for him and I've tried to be the best person I can. He's been through it all with me. So he's seen me at, like, my lowest points. And, like, it's just crazy to see, like, I look back and I'm like, damn, like, I wish I could have been better because his experience of being raised by me and Zelma's are two different parents. They're two entirely different, like, being raised experiences. So sometimes I harbor guilt from that too. And
I don't think that he holds any of that against you.
I don't think so
way
either.
That I see him, like, with you, I don't think that he looks at you that same way.
Yeah, and I try to, like, drive it home, like, I was so young, like, I'm sorry that, like, I was kind of, like, not the best. But I think he knows that I've always done my best. And
I really do think that.
yeah, I hope so.
And that's what matters, I think, to kids. That's what matters to me as a kid that doesn't talk to my parents, is like accountability and like acknowledgement. And I feel like you do both of those things for him.
Oh yeah, if I'm ever like crappy to my kids or like snap on them or like get an attitude, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I do. I try to take accountability and like be, you know, I want to be good for them.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that's you know,
That's my life. Thanks you so much for watching.
That's how I started off in the world, and it took me a really long time to find myself. I feel like I'm just starting to.
This is the beginning.
This is the beginning. That's why we're starting this podcast. I'm done yapping. I want to hear you yap a little bit. I'm just trauma dumping at this point.
I like it. I'm your dumpster.
How did you meet Brandon?
So I met Brandon at like a funny point in my life. So I was with the same guy for 7 years, and when we moved in together, not Brandon, my ex, things got really bad really fast, and I started getting like, he had been emotionally abusive to me. I didn't really know because I didn't have like a good relationship to look up to, so it just looked like my mom and dad's relationship as far as the way that he spoke to me and whatever. And but then he started getting physically violent with me when we lived together. And so I was like, I had broken up with him. I got my own apartment. That's when I got scammed from the cryptocurrency thing. So I got my own apartment. I'm girl bossing. I had a studio that I was doing hair at, so I was independent. I had left a very toxic salon environment, and I was making money. I was doing good. I was having like 6 to 8 clients a day. I was working 6 days a week. Like I was busting my ass, and it was just me and my little dog Winnie in this apartment. And I had maybe been there for like 6 weeks, though I'd felt that I had been alone for a long time, because him and I had broken up and then finished our lease together for like another like 4 or 5 months. After my dog Olive had gotten hit by a car and died, I had a crazy like year, honestly. That was not great from like my 2017, 2018. That was crazy. So I'm on Tinder. I'm like, ooh, I was feeling really bad about myself, the way that he was making me feel. I'm cute. That's how I felt. And so I was going on dates with people and like, you know, and then I met Brandon, and we fell in love really fast, honestly. Like, he told me that he was going to marry me like 3 or 4 days after meeting me. And again, if I was my own friend, then that would have been really scary. Yeah, glad that worked out though. Yeah. So we like joke that he moved in on the 3rd date. Like, we really like haven't been separated since.
What was he doing at the time when y'all met?
Like work?
Yeah.
He was doing something with like marketing.
Because he was like a frat boy, wasn't he? Like a party boy?
Yeah, but he's 5 years older than me, so he was 26 when we met.
And how old are you?
Or he was 27. I was 22 when we met.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old is Brandon now?
5 years older than me, 34.
Yeah. Oh, him and Cody are like a year apart.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So he was like, but he was like in a party era still. Like, he was still going out with his friends all the time, and like, yeah, he was cuckoo a little bit then. And I had never really been out on the scene at all. So like, I was drinking. I had gotten drunk for the first time. Like, the first week we were together, I had never gotten drunk. I fell asleep in an Uber.
That's crazy for the first time. I wish that
I was throwing up. I got the spins. I really liked green tea shots. Yeah, that was
I've
crazy.
never seen you drunk.
And you probably won't.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Not.
I don't want that stomach ache, remember?
Yeah, that's
it's not worth the stomach ache for me.
So you meet him, so you instantly fall in love too. Like, same with him. Like, it's
yeah,
just like destiny.
Yeah, but I'm a lover girl. Like, if he wouldn't have worked out, like, I dive in. I'm probably toxic for that. Like, I'm like, could this man be my husband? Does he want to have my kids? What's his social security number? Like, I was like that. I'm glad that Brandon worked out and I didn't get murdered or something.
You guys are like such a good couple too.
Yeah, it's funny because him and I are so polar opposite.
Mhm.
Like, he is quiet, could never be me. He is serious, could never be me. He's very independent. I don't know. He really helped me too, like, after being in that bad relationship, and the, like, friendship that I had ended years later. Like, he's kind of like therapy for me. Like, he really helped me a lot. Even, like, when we would get into fights, like, when we first started dating, he would be like, hey, we don't yell at each other, we don't swear at each other, like, we need to, like, sit down and talk like adults, or, like, if you need 5 minutes, take 5 minutes. Like,
I can totally see him saying that.
Yeah, I'm like, we're not gonna scream at each other for 3 hours, and, like,
that would trigger me. I'd be like, you're gonna fucking yell at me today.
No, now if he's in a bad mood for too long, I'm like, hey, just remember, I like to fight.
Yeah.
Like, I've kept her down, but I like to fight, so.
He is very level-headed, though. Any conversation I've ever had, it's very, like,
monotone.
Yeah, straightforward, to the point. Okay, I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You and Cody met on Tinder, too, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. It's crazy because I was in a very different, like, era of my life. Me and Cody did fall in love very quickly, got married within 3 months of meeting.
Yeah, like, that's crazy. Like, Brandon and I was begging him to propose to me.
Well, I was in the military. I was trying to get the BAH. I was trying to get the housing. I was trying to get the extra funds. So
I didn't know that was it.
That's culture. Like,
okay.
You find some. I was about to marry one of my friends before him because I'm trying to get paid. But no, like, I was kind of in my. I'm not a falling very fast type of person usually. I was very skeptical of people, and, like, Cody, I just thought that he was gonna be just like a hookup, and we joke about this all the time because when we first matched on Tinder, we hung out, had a great time, and then he kept hitting me up, and I was like, what is happening? So one day he hit me up, and he was like, hey, I'm trying to get my car washed, da-da-da-da-da. So I sent him to a broke down car wash because I was from the area that we were both stationed, and I sent him to one that I knew was closed down, so maybe he would get the hint to, like, stop.
Bitch.
I know. We, like, and then he was, like, calling me. I didn't answer, and then he texted.
So nice.
I know.
You're mean.
I know. And then he was like, this is broken down. Did you do that on purpose? And I said,
I'm offended
yes.
for Cody, boy.
I was like, yes. And then after that, I was like, okay, maybe he passed the test of, like, you know, maybe he really does. I don't know. But it was like, there was so much shit. Like, he was such a liar. He was a dirtball. He was still married, told me he was divorced.
I didn't know he was still married.
Yeah, he was still married. They had been separated for a year, but, like,
how'd they get divorced that fast for you guys to get married?
It was already in the process, but he told me he was, like,
relax.
been divorced. Like, he was still married. Like, so, like, that's drama. Like, he was just drama that I did not feel like dealing with. I don't do that. And then, obviously, I ended up doing the drama because here I am today. But yeah, after
Hello, drama.
I know. It was like after we had started hanging out after that whole situation had happened, it was like we were inseparable ever since then. It was just like, okay, he puts up with my shit.
And you still do.
Yeah, and he still does. And so we've had, you and Brandon are more, like, you know, well-rounded overall as a relationship than me and Cody. Me and Cody both fly off the handle. He is my therapy, and he is my, like, I see a lot of similarities in Brandon and Cody. They remind me of each other a lot. Whenever I have interaction with Brandon, I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys could be friends. But Cody hates whenever I say that because he's like, you can't set me up on a play date. Like,
Brandon says the same thing.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need to be set up on a play date. Like, you always think I'm going to be friends with. I'm not going to be friends with. So.
It has to be their idea.
I know. How can we make it their idea?
I know.
But.
We'll both send them to a broken down car wash.
Yeah. And then they'll be there together. We can just drop them off. But yeah, I mean, it's been, I feel like we live similar lives. I feel like we're the fiery ones in our relationships. Then we both have, like, our chill.
Yeah, so chill. Sometimes I'm like, look alive.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Cody will fight with me, though. He's not like, let's sit down and, like, talk as an adult. It's like, if I get crazy, he's getting crazy with me.
No, I want connection and he wants nothing if we're fighting. Yeah, like, I'm like, I want a reaction or something.
Oh, yeah,
and he's
me too.
like, I will be by myself for 3 days and not speak to you before I get in a fight with you.
Oh, no, I will say stuff to intentionally get a reaction, and he does the same for me. But that's what keeps the love alive. You know, you can't just be okay.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Oh, girl. Yes, you can.
No, baby.
Yeah.
No, I would be bored. So would he. We've tried it. It's boring.
Y'all are crazy.
I'll just start a fight about something. I'll start complaining. I'll start nagging him about something around the house. It keeps things good.
Before I even say something, I'm like, is this gonna start? Like, is he not gonna talk to me if I nag him about this? It's not worth it.
Yeah, Cody tries to give me the silent treatment too, but my dad did that a lot growing up. So
yeah, I don't do well with the silent treatment.
No, I'll start throwing shit.
I'm like, I'm not a wall. I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I feel like this was a little bit all over the place, truly. Just like us. And I hope that this gave you some insight as to who we are as people and what this podcast is going to give you. It's going to give you chaos.
Absolute chaos.
It's going to give you, hopefully, like a dream.
A dream?
Or like, you know what? It's going to inspire you to be better.
Or worse.
Or worse. To just embrace who you truly are.
Well, before we end it, I want to hear a little bit about your week. What was the best and the worst part of your week this week? Your rose and your thorn, if you will.
The best, well, it's Monday.
Okay, last week.
Okay. Let's start with the worst part of my week last week. This dumb meathead. His name is Brian Moser. And first of all, that's the name of frickin' Dexter. And that's his real name because I Googled it.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's the name of Dexter. That's scary.
What's his ad of the disciplined dad or something?
I thought you were going to be address because I have that too because I found it on Google actually. Voter registration, found it. Him and his wife. But no, like
Is that his ad though?
It's at dedicated AF dad. But it should be that performative dad because he thinks that he's better than everybody else. And he's honestly one of the most annoying people that I've ever met in my life.
I'm icked out by male influencers unless they're gay.
Like, you can be a male influencer. You can be a male influencer. That's fine. But if you're a male influencer and your entire identity is talking about moms.
Oh, is that his brand? He talks about moms?
He talks about moms. He talks about other parents. He talks about, like, how
I'm not into people just being negative.
Just crapping on other parents and acting like, you know what, like, I gave my daughter a shower the other day and, like, I was reflecting on this, that, and the third, and I love my wife and I love my country and I'm a veteran. Well, I'm a veteran too. And fuck you. Fuck you. God, he pisses me off.
Because he was coming after you for making sure Zelma didn't look crazy at school, yeah?
Yeah, okay. And let me just get it for the record. My parenting might not align with yours, and that's cool. If you want to let your kid go into school looking like Shrek with, you know, some busted outfit and mismatched pants and pants that don't fit right. And
she already got a mom with crazy hair and tattoos.
Like, I'm already the pink-haired mom. If you want to let your kid...
And a record.
Yeah. And a mugshot on the internet.
2.
Like... My kids are going to go to school looking presentable. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. At the end of the day, that's my thing. Like, my kids are they can go to the mall looking like Dorothy. Zelma went as Dorothy.
I loved that, honestly.
Yeah, like, I don't care, but you're not about to sit here and judge me like you're sitting there looking like shit, but your daughter can't wear the flower leggings. No, because it didn't match, and she looked crazy, and she's going to see the nuns at school. So she's going to look put together and presentable. And then him
that's
say,
fine.
You're failing as a parent. Like, genuinely, I can't stand people who think that they're, like, better than other parents.
He saw your profile and he went, my family's getting fed today.
Yeah, I know. Gosh. It just makes me so mad. And then for him to demand an apology for the videos to be taken down.
That was so crazy. I demand you to put an apology up for 2 weeks.
Who do you think? First of all.
He thinks he's your daddy.
Yeah, like, do you want to be my daddy? Is that what's going on here? Like, I feel like people are like, I genuinely think he's obsessed with you. And I was like, I do too, honestly, at this point. At this point, I do. Because your wife looks like Hulk Hogan. Like, they're obviously both on steroids, and that's why he's so fucking mad. It's because y'all are both roiding out. They're both just like, if I had a thumbtack... And I fucking...
You said, I don't know if we can post it, and then you went further.
No, but both of them are just like, like, literally, it's fucking crazy. And I just can't even be mad about it. You're not going to demand an apology out of me. Like, I don't care. You could post 20 more videos. Just make sure you tag me in them.
Does he want an apology for the way that you were talking about him? He said
that
Zelma?
I falsely acclaimed, accused him. I defamed him. First of all, I just said that you're performative, like, which you are, and that's my opinion. You said that I look like shit and I'm a bad mom. That's your opinion. Now I can have my opinion about you. And I think you're stupid.
What was the best part of your week, sweetie girl?
Best part of my week, honestly, today, other than, like, today was, like, the highlight. Like, I've been looking forward to this. We saw each other,
like, 3 times in the past week.
Yeah. You know, I feel like the highlight of my week every week is getting my hair washed. Love that.
Now that I'm not doing it, you like it more?
No, I'm not about to bombard your schedule more. You've already got enough going on. I
miss it, though.
I like going to other girls at the salon,
I see Gabby
too.
coming to the salon, and I hand her Dottie. Go, ooh, yeah, Gabby's here.
I love it. That's my favorite part, honestly, of my appointments. Give her to me anytime. She just can't look at you for too long, or else she starts singing about boobs. And I'm like, no more looking at mommy. Let's turn around. Yeah. What was your thorn and what was your rose? What is it?
Yeah, rose and thorn. Yeah.
What was your both?
My thorn was Dottie got sick for the first time. Her and I were kind of down bad last week, not feeling good, and I feel just like discombobulated from that. Like, the sleep was bad. She wanted to nurse all the time. Girl was on my nipple all night for multiple nights in a row. That was not fun. So I feel like that sucked the entire life out of me. I, like, lost my voice. I wasn't posting. I'm just, like, now getting a grip. I'm seeing the light. So that was my thorn. I think my rose, on Saturday, so Dottie's in baby gymnastics, and she had her baby gymnastics class, and then me and Brandon went to lunch, and that was so fun. And then his dad works for P&G, and it was P&G Day at Kings Island, and they, like, last minute invited us, and Dottie was just, like, laughing and, like, being so animated at Kings Island, and, like, she loves her Poppy so much. Oh my God, she lights up like a Christmas tree for him. And so I don't know, just like seeing her so happy the other day, like that was my rose.
Yeah, she makes me happy whenever I see her happy too. It's like, how can you not be happy whenever you have her just like smiling at you and so
clapping.
Big?
She can clap.
She's gonna do clock it.
I hope so.
Soon. You should have seen me and Hannah clock it.
Know, Hannah's a good teacher to her.
Yeah,
like, Hannah spent maybe 20 minutes and taught Dottie how to clap.
That's pretty iconic.
I know. Brandon thinks she's a genius.
She is. You can tell she's gonna be.
She's definitely huge. Miss 99th percentile for height.
We love it.
I know. She's gonna be taller than me before she gets on the school bus.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, no, she's gonna tower over me.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think that, you know, this is gonna be good, and I'm excited. Let us know who you want to see on here.
I'm excited to have a guest one day.
Yeah, this isn't going to just be me and Meg talking. We're going to also have, like, guests come on. We already have a lineup of people we want to have on. Some of them are really good.
I'm so excited. And for, like, the topics that we've talked about.
Yeah, we have some things planned, and I'm excited to be doing this with you. I think that...
something creative and different.
And we're going to have fun. Also, we are trying to go through for a theme, like, not trying to rip off Trisha Paytas or anything, but, like... Today, she said, I'm wearing a jersey. We said that we were going to, like, coordinate our outfits.
My jersey is different than your jersey, babe.
Obviously.
Though I did wear a tiger.
Everybody just...
Bengals. Today.
Not everybody just owns, like, a cute, like, la-la jersey. Like, I'm over here like, Cody, you have a jersey in your closet I can borrow for tomorrow.
Cody, you have a jersey. What was that?
That's what I was like. And he was like, if you bring it back stained, I'm going to be pissed off. And like, so now we're fighting over jerseys. I'm like, I don't have a damn jersey in my closet. You're like, I think I'm going to
have to wear a jersey.
That was our thing.
She said she wanted to wear a bike shorts and a t-shirt. And I said my postpartum ass looks crazy in bike shorts right now. So I'm wearing leggings and a jersey. That felt equivalent to me.
Thank you so much for watching the Softy Podcast. I can't wait. Hopefully next time our outfits, I won't look like I'm about to go to a Houday game. So
a Houday game. Oh my God, this was so much fun. I'm really excited. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.